Hello, I'm David Wright and I'm a Technical Officer at the Association of Taxation Technicians, or ATT for short. In this video, we're going to look at the High Income Child Benefit Charge, who it affects and what those people might need to do about it. This video is intended as information and does not constitute advice. It's based on the tax rules which apply from 6th of April 2024 onwards. After watching this video, if you think you need help with your own situation, or need to find out what the previous rules were, you should seek independent professional advice or consult the gov.uk website. The High Income Child Benefit Charge, or HICBIC for short, is how HM Revenue and Customs recoup child benefit which is paid to people if their own or their partner's income is more than £60,000. The charge is payable by the higher earner in the household, which might not be the person who receives the child benefit. For example, Adam and Beth are a couple. They live together and have one child. Adam has an income of £10,000 and claims child benefit, which is paid into his bank account. Beth has an income of £65,000 and doesn't have access to the child benefit received by her partner. Because Beth's income is over £60,000 and her partner claims child benefit, she will be liable to the HICBIC, even though she doesn't receive any child benefit herself. The High Income Child Benefit Charge isn't a fixed amount. It's calculated as a percentage of the child benefit received each tax year. That percentage depends on how much income the higher earner in the household has above the £60,000 threshold. The HICBIC claws back 1% of the child benefit received each tax year for every £200 of income over the £60,000 threshold. So, if the higher earner in a household has income of £60,200 in a tax year, they will need to pay back 1% of the child benefit received. If their income is £70,000, they will pay back half the child benefit received. By the time their income reaches £80,000, they will have to repay the full amount of child benefit received by their household during the year. The £60,000 threshold is based on adjusted net income. That basically means your total income for a tax year, so counts things like your salary or self-employment profits, but also includes unearned income like bank interest, investment returns, and income from renting property. You can ignore non-taxable income like interest or dividends from ISAs. And from that total, you can deduct certain things like the gross value of personal pension contributions and gift aid donations to charities. You can find more information on how to calculate this by going to gov.uk and searching for adjusted net income. If the end result is more than £60,000 and you or your partner have claimed child benefit, then the HICBIC is likely to be payable. For couples, whether they're married, civil partners or just living together, the charge is payable by the higher earner, even if they aren't the one who claims the child benefit and even if they aren't the child's parent. So for couples where one or both have income over £60,000, it's important to make sure you know whether your partner is claiming child benefit. The tax year runs from 6th of April in one year to 5th of April in the following year. If you or your partner receives child benefit, you should consider whether the HICBIC might apply to either of you for each tax year. As we've seen, if either of you has income over £60,000, the charge is likely to apply. If it does, the higher earner will need to register for self-assessment and submit a tax return to HMRC. On their tax return each year, that person will need to declare all their taxable income and the amount of child benefit received by their household. HMRC's calculator will then work out the proportion of child benefit that needs to be repaid by calculating the High Income Child Benefit Charge due. The HICBIC will need to be paid to HMRC by 31st of January after the end of the tax year, along with any tax that might be owed for that year. Child benefit can be a lifeline to some families, but if one person in a couple consistently has adjusted net income of £80,000 or more, they will end up repaying all the child benefit received by their household and will have to go through the hassle of filing a tax return each year. So isn't it simpler just to not claim it in the first place? Not so fast. There's a really important difference between electing out of receiving payments of child benefit and not claiming child benefit at all. Electing out just stops the cash payments being made, but still means the claimant can get national insurance credits if they have little or no income and also means the child will be issued with a national insurance number automatically once they reach age 16. So you should always claim child benefit even if someone in your household earns over £80,000. But you might want to opt out of receiving payments to avoid the complications of paying the HICBIC. People already claiming child benefit can make an election to stop receiving payments. Unfortunately, if their own or their partner's income is variable, it might be hard to predict whether it's worth electing out of receiving the payments. There is a risk you could elect out and then miss out on a claim in future years, although the election can be revoked if your circumstances change. If you do decide that opting out of receiving the payments is right for you, go to gov.uk and search for High Income Child Benefit Charge and look for the links under Opt Out of Child Benefit Payments. Personal events like moving in with a partner or the breakdown of a relationship can complicate the position when it comes to understanding whether anyone is liable to pay the HICBIC. Also, some couples keep their finances separate, and there have been legal cases where people have found out they were liable to several years' HICBIC payments but weren't even aware their partner was claiming child benefit. There are lots of complexities here, so you may need to seek professional advice. Alternatively, our sister organisation, the Low Incomes Tax Reform Group, has lots of helpful information about HICBIC on their website at litrg.org.uk.